gave up one hit over 7. And the bottom of the 10th, we're tied at 2, runner at first. Jose Canseco looks like a pop-up coming off the bat. Yeah, it was a pop-up. Popped up over the fence again. 2 series.
There's a Canseco shot high toward left center field and out of here for a home run. Canseco makes it 6-1, his first Texas Ranger homer.
8-3-1 Texas. Jose Canseco facing Dennis Cook and crushing one into the upper deck at Municipal Stadium. How many times have we seen that? 5-1, the final for the Rangers. Charlie Lee Ramp
demolishes this pitch. We don't even have to show you the ball. Can't you tell by looking at Canseco? It's gone. Jose.
And just 4 pitches later, oh, no doubt about it, Jose Canseco makes it back-to-back in a 3-1 Ranger victory. Nolan Ryan wins in his first start.
First, bottom of the 6th, 2 men on. Jose Canseco at the plate facing Jamie Navarro, and Canseco sends it flying out in a hurry. Number 4 for him, a 3-run shot.
To Texas, Brewers and Rangers, and Jose Canseco, who would have a great night with his bat 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Bottom of the 6th, 3-0 for the Brewers. Men on second and third. Canseco flexing the muscles. This is a 3-run blast to tie it at 3. Ahead to the top of the 8th, 4-3 for the
Arlington. The Brewers and the Rangers and the fans who braved the weather treated to a Jose Canseco storm. Canseco colliding with Billy Ripken. Ripken left under his own power. Canseco under his own power off Bill Wegman. A monumental shot. Rangers go up 3-0. More Jose.
But when he takes that short,
not as deep, not as dramatic, but still, he'll take it. Career hit number 1,000.
13-7 when Norm Charlton comes in for what I don't think is a save situation. And the bottom of the 9th, Jose Canseco with a clutch 2-run homer. And the Mariners cruise 6.
he is not catching up to the ball upstairs. See if Heaton goes up there again. He does, and Canseco hits it out into the left field, and Randy Velarde will watch it go over the left field wall. So Canseco catches up to that ball in the strike zone. His second home run of the year. A couple of more runs for the Texas Rangers, and it's 12-2. Wasn't even enough to wake that fan up. He tried to get up there again. He got it out over the plate a little bit. He was looking to get it high and inside, something that Canseco couldn't get his bat on. But unfortunately, he didn't get it up high enough. That's inside to David Holtz. Holtz came into this ball game in the 8th inning. One more look at this home run by Canseco.
Rodriguez.
There's a drive deep left field. Gladden looking up. How far will this go on the roof? Jose Canseco, and that is good.
They got the autograph earlier, and then the ball leaves the yard. Jeff Schwartz made a mistake. The Rangers win the game by a final of 9-0. Greg?
Well, hopefully it was because he was feeling times this year. And there's a drive to left field. Back toward the wall. It is up, over, and out.
There's the first one, Greg. 2 more to go.
From injury, Jose Canseco of the Texas Rangers trying to complete the circle from superstar to thoughts of suicide back to superstar. He continues to pound the ball. Rangers and Red Sox. Canseco homers off Jeff Russell. 2 on the day. 5 for the spring. This one into the drink. I guess you could say he got the good part of the bat on it. Somebody tell that guy you can buy a baseball for about $3. Although nice form on the back.
When we come back, it's off to the sun and fun of spring training. Big Jose Canseco mixing a little baseball with a little fishing. We'll be right back.
There's Tim. So in a 4-game series, yeah, he'll be behind the plate. Here's one rocketed to left. Canseco in his home run trot. It's way back deep, and this one is out of here. A home run for Jose Canseco, his 28th, and Andrew Lorraine in 8 1/3 innings has allowed 4 big league home runs.
Take a look at this pitch. Inside corner. He just turns on it. High fly ball with his kind of strength, and he can hit him out of any ballpark.
He just seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger every time you see him, especially in the upper arms, upper body. 1-0. Single season high for Rodriguez. Most home runs in a season ever by a Ranger catcher, 14. And Canseco moves back, ball one. 3-0 Texas. Canseco hit his 28th home run in the first inning. Here's a long one to left. Edmonds wondering, and now watching. It's out of here. Back-to-back home runs, beginning the Rangers' third from Ivan Rodriguez and Jose Canseco. Canseco, who has been struggling the last week or so, circles the bases for the second time this evening. Home run number 29, and the Rangers have a 4-0 lead.
Boy, it just seems like every time he leaves a pitch over the plate or gets a pitch up, they are just killing it. Canseco now 29 home runs on the season. I mean, that looked like, to me, a batting practice fastball. Like he just laid it in there, almost as if maybe he threw him a changeup, but he gave it away. That pitch had nothing on it.
Let somebody else. He's back, Mac. How's that? Rangers lead 3-0.
Rodriguez. Talk about where that pitch was. Bottom of the fourth. Orioles were leading 1-0. Jose Canseco, he still is. Rico Suave off Arthur Lee Rhodes, a 2-run homer. And Texas with now a 2-1 lead. They held that into the bottom of the sixth.
Messed up Ben McDonald, who had been cruising at the next batter. Jose Canseco gets a pitch he likes and plops it out over the 400-foot wall.
Jose Canseco hit one last week in Baltimore against Arthur Rhodes. This hits the second deck. Look out in that camera bay position. It's the longest home run. 465 feet, they said, in that ballpark. There's a drive deep to center. Devereaux going back. Still going back. This one is gone. Back-to-back home runs. Gonzalez and Canseco. It's 6-4.
Well, the few fans that remain have been treated to this back-to-back home run. Home runs hit by Canseco and also Gonzalez, of course. There's a low pitch down and away, and he drives it straight away center field. Line drive up on the grass there in center field. And there's the look of Arthur Rhodes.
Well, Jose Canseco has now homered 4 times against the Orioles in his last 4 games against them, beginning with that one we showed you last Sunday in Baltimore. Canseco's 4th homer of the season, his 8th run batted in. Dick Bosman out to speak to Mills. They've got Lee Smith heating up in the bullpen. Canseco with his 3rd home run of the weekend. This was Friday against Arthur Rhodes. That was to right center. Then last night against Ben McDonald over the center field wall. And now tonight he goes deep against Alan Mills. And he made it over that center field wall again.
On May 29th. It's an inning of a 15-1 loss against the Red Sox. Well hit, center field, Devon White. Drifting back to the wall, he leaps and can't get it. It's a home run for Jose Canseco. And Cito Gaston has seen this before. The bullpen can't protect the lead. The Rangers and Blue Jays are tied at 3. Home run number 5 of the year for Jose Canseco. And 250th career homer, making him the 16th player in Major League history to hit that many prior to his 30th birthday.
Well, it's another fastball. You can see the target is up, but look where the ball ends up. Down and out over the plate, and Canseco gets the big part of the bat on the ball. White's tracking it, but it's off the top of the facing. Mike Timlin got that fastball away from Canseco. They had had a lot of success when they got the fastball on the inner part of the plate and up, but that time Canseco got the ball down in his wheelhouse and hit it to center field.
So we're tied at 3, and Gonzalez is the batter. He's 1 for 3, a double his first time up. Jose Canseco won't turn 30 until July 2nd. 250 career home runs. 16th player in Major League history to reach 250 prior to age 30. How about the other guys on the list? Jimmy Fox, Mickey Mantle, Eddie Matthews, Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson, Mel Ott, Harmon Killebrew, Johnny Bench, Babe Ruth, Darryl Strawberry, Willie Mays, Ernie Banks, Lou Gehrig, Eddie Murray, and Reggie Jackson.
Rangers climbed all over Detroit starter Tim Belcher, whose ERA soared like this majestic shot off the bat of Jose Canseco. Ironically, it's lucky for right fielder Kirk Gibson that the ball cleared the fence and tied the game. But Gibson was...
Tigers from the Motor City and the best view in the house. And there is Jose. The upper deck 2-run blast off Bill Gullick.
Joe McGrain, a headache. His second start after his second elbow surgery, and Jose Canseco. Now, but it's right field, right? Streak. The Rangers and the A's in Oakland. 2 on for Jose Canseco, returning to the Bay Area as a Ranger. Get out of here. He still is Rico Suave. His 9th home run of the year. The Rangers lead 3-0. Top of the second, he gets another chance. This time, the RBI single.
Kenny Rogers got 5 stitches before the game, actually last night, when he fell on the escalator while carrying his 6-month-old daughter. And there was a rain delay. Then Jose Canseco made Kenny feel a lot better. It's deep, and I don't think it's playable. 10th home
can get the ball to the plate in a pretty good hurry. Vinvold with the first pitch to Canseco. There's a drive to left field. Hit deep. Greenwell back at the wall. Goodbye.
Remember this time last year, a fly ball bounced off Jose Canseco's head for a home run. A few days later in Boston, in a lost cause, he was allowed to try his hand at relief pitching. Well, he tore ligaments in his right elbow, and Jose missed the rest of the season. But this is 1994, starring the return of the Canseco connection. The surgically improved Jose came back to Boston this week, where he set out to prove that he was A-OK.
Hit well to left field. Way back, it is gone. Off the top of the monster and into the net, Jose Canseco. There she goes. Way back. Let's see how far this one makes it. Goodbye. Jose Canseco with his 2nd home run of the night. And this, a mammoth blast. Did that clear the light standard?
Jose sure turned some heads with his Friday night frenzy at Fenway, followed by a sizzling Saturday, picking up right where he left off.
Right-hander against right-hander. Fastball hit deep to left field, down the line. Tinsley looking up. Goodbye.
And by dawn's early light on Sunday, Jose, you can see, had not missed a beat. 10th inning, tie game. 2 men on, and here's Jose.
Fly ball, well hit left field. Greenwell back at the wall, looking up. Goodbye.
Yeah, one more time, he did it. His 10th hit, his 10th run driven in this series.
On Monday, 2 more hits when the Rangers returned home to play the Yankees. And then on Tuesday, this.
Fastball belted to left field. Forget about this one. Goodbye. Off the Diamond Club for Canseco.
5 games, 5 home runs. Hey, you might say Jose is back. The first player to hit 40 home runs and steal 40 bases.
Ballpark in Arlington. In fact, worked towards 23 runs all by himself, including this 388-foot poke off Greg Hibbert. His 17th of the year. He was just getting started.
But the week's biggest stick belonged to the Rangers' Jose Canseco.
New out there.
Drill deep left field. Mitchell just watches this thing. How far is it going to go? Off the back of the wall in the bullpen. Wow!
It was 2-0 Texas after one, but Canseco would come up in the third. Rangers up 7-0 and do this. Oh, my goodness. 480 feet, the longest hit in Arlington since they started measuring.
RBIs in the night, including that grand slam, but then Jose went to the spinach in the 7th.
They had to put a dot or something to hit that.
And that's belted in. There's 3. That may be upper deck. It is second deck. Unbelievable. Another mammoth.
Standing like this.
And 2 for his last 22.
Well, as we mentioned, guys like Canseco and Rodriguez will take a team and put them on their back for a week at a time. But when they're cold, I'll tell you, they are stone cold.
Uh-oh. Way back. You can put it on the board. Solo shot, and it's 2-1 Texas. That is number 20 for Canseco.
Lance Johnson barely moved. A high towering drive to center field. You'll see this fastball is pretty much down the middle of the plate. Take a look at the replay. You know, they get those big arms extended right there. Actually, it was out over the plate a little bit, but he's right on top of it.
Well, LaValliere wanted it in, and Jack missed out.
Yeah. You're going to miss it. To those big guys, you got to miss inside. You let them get their arms extended out over the plate, and they can really hurt you.
1-0 the count to Will Clark. Will has popped to third, and he's grounded to second. That's hard hit. Ozzie right there, one hopper. He'll throw him out, but not before Jose Canseco's 20th homer of the year. And after 5.5, Sox trail it 2-1.
You just can't beat it.
Park and the White Sox bullpen doing it again. They were up 3-0 in the 6th. Chicago was. Jose Canseco, 21st home run on the year, 3-1 Chicago. And then tied at 3 in the 3rd.
Correct. Thomas deep off of Detmer. His 27th on the year, 3-0. Then Jose. Oh, yes, he did. Off of Alex Fernandez, his 21st of the year. We go to the bottom of 10, tied at 4.
Here in the 7th in a 2-2 game. The pitch to Canseco. He's ripped to center. Way back. It's over. It's out. And Jose Canseco.
His bat, lightest, is used by
Theory that you got to get the bat through the strike zone quickly, but of course he's got all that extra muscle, and so he uses the heaviest bat that he can do that with, and there's why. That ball is over. That ball is out. The wind is blowing in from left, and as you saw, it only cleared the fence.
The game briefly, later replaced behind the plate by Dan Morrison. Then in the 9th inning, Jose Canseco. He is Rico Suave, his 24th homer on his 30th birthday. And his brother, his twin brother, Ozzie Canseco, also homered tonight at AAA ball in New Orleans. So the twin Cansecos doing the ding thing. But the Tigers win the game over.
Series, a couple of late arrival times going into Cleveland, then coming into here, and then some long ball games.
That one's going to carry. Darnell Coles is looking up. Goodbye into the second deck. Off the bat of Jose Canseco, his 10th career home run.
Strange part of that strange play, and then something more common. Canseco home run. His 27th of the year, So the Rangers recover from this rough road trip by laying out the Twins. Erickson continues to struggle. Hard to believe this guy had a no-hitter earlier this year, but he is now 8-10. Texas takes
not won a game since the All-Star break. His arm was wrapped throughout much of the game. Bottom of the first, the Rangers gave him a lead. Jose Canseco over the hills and far, far away. He hit 2 on the night, 1-0 Texas. And then
Offensively, the Rangers bringing out the big bats. Jose Canseco, the second of 2 long balls. His second one of the night, 4-0 Rangers. He was on fire, and so were his.
Fire. The 2-2. Oh, he hung a breaking ball. Marty. It is gone. Solo shot for Canseco. And the score now 7-3 White Sox.
Well, Alex, just immediately be Jim Blaney back in our studios to bring you the Major League scoreboard. It's just a couple of games in action. Almost everything is finite. Hook, full count. This game is tied up.
Wow. That was a heartbeat getting out of here. 31st homer, 87 runs batted in for Canseco. His second tonight, and I'll tell you what, ball was just annihilated. Fastball, watch him get his hands up above the ball in that extension. Oh my. Whew. I'd sit there and admire that too.
Well, Clark took a curveball first.
Number 1, Jose Canseco proves he's headstrong.
It's 1993, the old Cleveland Stadium.
Canseco. Jose Canseco was running back.
High fly ball, right field deep. Canseco back to the track, looking up. It is off his head, it looked like. And over the top, a home run. It looked like it hit Canseco to the top of the head. We'll have to check the replay. It did.
Canseco kind of staggered around after the ball, and then the next thing I know, I saw the ball over the fence, and the umpire, was ruling it a home run. I had the advantage to have a replay, and when I saw it, I couldn't help but laugh.
Look at this! When it hit off his head and bounced over, my first thought was, I can't say what it was on the air, but it was one of those things. You got to be kidding! Did I see that right?
It's right in the head. It goes over the top.
I was going to try and give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, Jose, did that hit you on the head? And he goes, no, it deflected off my glove. And I fell out right then. I just started laughing.
David Hall's laughing out there.
The embarrassment doesn't start till you get back in the dugout and everybody starts talking about you. And everywhere you went, it was played on every scoreboard. So he was never able to get away from it, and we had to talk about it every time we saw it. I thought that was the funniest thing in the world, to see somebody get a ball hit off their head and it bounces over the fence for a homer.
Jose, you've hit a lot of home runs, you've done a lot of great things, but that shot will live forever.
To misjudge a ball that bad, number 1, and then for it to have it hit on your head and give a guy a homer? Oh, there'll never be another one as good. That was a beautiful thing.
He turned it out into a home run.
That was pretty impressive.
Well, you hear the ovation for Jose Canseco making his major league debut on the mound. First-time pitcher for Texas. Kunkel did it twice. Canseco had an appearance in a spring training game against a college team, I believe, this year. Noticed in the bullpen that he was throwing a couple of knuckleballs. There you see the 3/4 fastball from Canseco. This should be very interesting.
Well, they all brag about their stuff on the sidelines. Now we'll find out firsthand. Valentin swings away. DeCenzo and Wright with the catch. Hatcher swings away, lofts the fly ball left center field. Holtz with the catch, tagging at third base now is Zupzik. He will score easily. And the Red Sox pick up their second run off Canseco. It's now 14-1. The fly ball center field. Holtz comes in, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Sox pick up 3 in the bottom half of the 8th inning off Jose Canseco, and they will take a seemingly safe 15-1 lead to the 9th inning.